So what's your interest in working for this agency?
Well, it all started about 15 years ago when I was working as a cabbie in New York City, see? Picked up this guy. Goes by the name of Sonny. He tells me he's got a job for me. I don't believe him. I just think the guy's not going to pay me. So we drive to the outskirts of New Jersey. He gets out of the car. I don't think he's going to pay me. So I begin to follow him. Next thing I know, we end up in this little wooden shack that on the outside looked pretty decrepit, but on the inside, it was like the inside of an English castle. We sat down and we started drinking. He started asking me a few questions. The next thing I know, I wake up and it's the next morning and I'm dressed all in a suit and clean shaven. And I was given a dossier with some instructions, and I thought, why not?
So your resume says that you've mostly worked as a decoy.
Mostly decoy, yeah. And if by mostly you mean always, then yeah, mostly.
So what happens when you're a decoy?
Well, you can think of in the field that I work in, a decoy is kind of like the stuntman is to the movies. I tend to take all the hits. I tend to take, I deal with all the repercussions. I'm pretty much the one on the front line. I'm kind of the pretty boy.
So basically meaning that, well, you're kind of hanging out being the pretty boy, the other guys are doing the work?
Oh, they do all the work, yeah.
Okay.
I don't do much.
And what do you think you could offer our agency, even though we're not going to tell you what it is, as a decoy?
Well, I don't ask a lot of questions. The ones that I do ask are generally nonsensical and have nothing to do whatsoever with the conversation that we're having. I'm also a hell of a fast runner.
Are we having a conversation? So, tell me about some of your experience as a decoy.
Well, there was a time when a good friend of mine and I were stationed in India. Can't really give away the time, but we were stationed in India. It was.
By India, do you mean Indiana?
Oh yeah, yep, absolutely, Indiana. That was a code name.
And have you ever traveled outside the country?
No.
Okay.
Have you ever traveled outside of the Midwest?
No.
Okay. So, again, your experience as a decoy?
Yep. So there I was in India, working at a gas station with this fella that seemed like a good guy. But one day, I came to work and he was spread out on the gravel driveway, just moaning, making all kinds of crazy noises. I went over to see if he was okay. And as I began to shook him, I felt this sensation of being, you ever see Star Trek?
Mm-hmm.
You know when they get them in those machines and they materialize somewhere else?
No.
Well, they begin to go invisible in the spot they're in, and then they materialize somewhere else. So my body began to feel like that. It just felt like it was going into all kinds of pieces. And the next thing I knew, I was on what I could only call a spaceship.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Have you ever done any actual, espionage or spy work besides being a decoy?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, it was an operation that was, all I can say is that it had a lot to do with national security. And I managed to make things go awry within the first 5 minutes. So I was taken off of it and put back into decoy.
Was this job by chance night watchman?
It was night watchman.
Okay.
You know that.
We know a lot of things. And you work for a private security agency?
I did work for a private security agency.
And how long was your employment with that private security agency?
Gosh, I'm really bad with numbers. 81 days?
81 days? By that do you mean 18 days?
Yes.
Okay.
What else should we know about you?
It's an interesting question. Wildcat.
Did you say wildcat?
Wildcat.
Okay.
Nope, I'm gonna go.
Next question.
He came surfing by. Oh, he was the spy. He came surfing by. Oh, he was the
Yeah, I'm here to apply for the spy job that I found in the newspaper here. Yeah, look at right here. Reputable spy agency looks for inventor to invent important spy gadgetry. Is that? Yeah, okay. Cool. I just wanted to make sure I was in the right place. It's kind of weird to meet in a Denny's. Was the Waffle House taken? I mean, the Waffle House seems like a better place for a spy interview meeting, but whatever. Anyways, I'm here for the job. Oh, yeah. No, I read the job posting. It seems pretty straightforward. You're looking for an inventor, somebody who can invent all kinds of things. Well, and I just so happen to be an inventor with previous experience inventing things. And also being associated with spy agencies. Well, my qualifications, you see, those are actually confidential. Yeah, definitely. So the inventions that I have made, I know it does say here in the ad that you wanted to see some work samples, and that is confidential. I can't show you those. Well, I see here that you wanted references as well, and you were going to follow up on those references, but unfortunately, anybody who can attest to my inventor abilities as a spy is confidential. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, I can definitely invent stuff for you. I mean, I invented, well, actually, I do have one of my inventions here that I could show you. It's not one of my best ones, but it is an invention nonetheless. This, you might think, is super glue, but actually it is super glue for a little while, but then once your enemies go to use the thing that they superglued using this super glue, it dissolves. And then the thing that they you put together falls apart. How is that useful? Well, I'll tell you how it's useful. It's useful for a good laugh. Yeah, because, you know, they like put something together and they think they're going to be able to use it, but then it falls apart, and that's funny. And then you can laugh about it. It's a morale boosting invention. Or, yeah. No, whatever. The other spy agency thought it was pretty good. So, any other questions for me? I didn't see that as part of your ad. Are you? Was it in here? I didn't hear about that. I'm definitely not prepared, so I might have to get back to you on that. The questions that I have for you, well, yeah, I did have one question. How much does this job pay? Confidential. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, what are the work hours? Oh, confidential. I totally get it. Yeah. No, I understand. Okay. What is the nature of the spy business that you run? What kind of spying are you doing? No, yeah, no, I understand why that would be confidential too. Okay, well, in that case then, what color suits do we get to wear? Yeah, I mean, I guess that, yeah, if you told me that, obviously, like, then I would know who your agents were, so I understand why that would be confidential. But, okay, final question. And this one's really a make it or break it thing for me, but for future meetings, is it possible to have our meetings at a Waffle House instead of a Denny's? It's just kind of a preference thing for me. Yeah, no. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool, well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I will be looking forward to hearing from you if this is going to be a good fit or not. And then, yeah, if not, maybe I'll see as spying for another agency or something, you know. I don't know why I said that. Maybe just forget I said that, actually. But if you need me, I'll be at the Waffle House.
So you've spent a lot of time in the field, Mr. McSweatpants.
Yeah, I spent a long time in the field. Started as a kid in Afghanistan, found my way to East Germany. You know, my formative years were all kind of behind the Iron Curtain. That does stuff to you. I started behaving a little bit erratically, you know. But that just really kind of held my cover. You know, nobody really cared, nobody really noticed. So, just kind of seems like when there's a hot spot in the world that I end up there. I've been there. It's at Chernobyl, 86, you know. Saw that whole thing go down. You know, it must have done something to me. You know, lots of stuff, but I got the mission done.
Have you spent too much time in the field?
Too much time. That's a good question. I mean, I still drive a Trabant. You know, you can't go fast, but I can fix it myself. I don't know, did I spend too long? What's too long? I mean, wherever I went, I got integrated into what was going on there, and people didn't really suspect me. They didn't really think that you know, I was on the other side or any side, just kind of saw me as one of them, you know, quirky guy, doing my thing, you know. Nobody knew that I was sending information back, but I was watching them, taking notes. Although maybe they did, because, you know, everybody just kind of watches everybody else out there. You know, it's a strange world, that oppressive behind the Iron Curtain. You know, when it came down, it changed. It changed fast. Things opened up, you know. They started regarding Westerners as what they emulated. And I tell you, I was glad when that wall came down and I could get out from behind there. You know, we popped the champagne. And then they sent me to South America. And that's the only place I've been captured. It's by the Shining Path. You know, those guys. I don't know. But then got to go to Cuba. That's a pretty nice place to go. Kind of see what was going on there. Had good accommodations, good quarters. And I spent some time in Haiti. You know, that was quite an experience too. My brain probably got a little bit too microwaved, you know, the Havana syndrome. So that's given me some trouble. And of course, you know, the government won't acknowledge that that's even a thing. You know, but my brain doesn't always work very effectively. So, you know, I'm kind of the dregs of what I've done.
We need someone like you with your background and experience, but there is still some field work to do. A lot of analysis, but we will need you out there some too. Can you do that?
Can I do that? Can I do that? Can I do anything else? I don't know. This world wasn't made for people like me.
I'm a spy with secrets so deep, but inside, oh, I just can't sleep. Undercover, all alone, in a world that's not my own. No, it's not my own. The spying so lonely, spying so sad, keeping such secrets can draw